Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well today. If you are new here, my name is Taylor Nicholson and welcome to my beauty space. So today I did my version of my everyday kind of like slight glam. I guess that's what I'll call it. I just did like a classic eye with a little bit of liner, some lashes, and some lipstick. This is like what I do whenever I want to look good, but I don't want to spend too much time on my makeup, and I don't have enough time to do like a full out glam. This is kind of like my mediocre, kind of toned down glam look. So if you guys do like the way that this looks, then please keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and let's get into it. So to start this video today, I'm going in with my NYX Angel Veil Primer. This is like my favorite primer at the moment. I used to use it all the time and I forgot about it, and I've recently rediscovered it. It is so good. It's really smoothing on my skin, and it doesn't make my skin dry, but it's not too hydrating, so it doesn't make me oily or anything, and I really love the way my foundation looks on top of this. And as you can see, I'm just applying it with my fingers, and I'm really going in and working it into the skin to make sure that it kind of, you know, melts into the skin and my foundation lays really well on top of it. And then for foundation, I'm going in with the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. I'm in love with this stuff. It is so full coverage, and it is just so good. It's supposed to last like 24 hours, and I don't know if it does or not, but I bet it would. This stuff is super full coverage, super full glam, and whenever I don't have time to do like super glam looks, I like to make sure that my skin is flawless. Just because, you know, you can just throw on like a pair of lashes and like run a pencil through your brows and put on some lip gloss and be good. But as long as your skin is super flawless and looks super good, then it's just like a full glam look. Like as soon as your skin looks flawless, it just transforms the whole look in my opinion. And personally, my favorite thing to do is skin anyways. Just creating like a really nice, perfect canvas is so satisfying to me, and I just love making perfect, fresh skin for looks like this. So as you can see, I am really just pressing this foundation down into the skin. I am making sure to press and dab instead of swiping because I don't want to swipe the product around the face. So I am just really pressing this down into the skin, making sure that I get around the hairline, around the jawline, around the ears, and all of that, so we don't have any harsh foundation lines. So now I'm going to go on with the NYX Wonder Stick in the shade Universal. This is a cream contour stick, and I like to put this in the hollows of my cheeks and then go up in a V shape so that whenever I blend it out, it blends up a lot better and it looks a lot more natural. This is just the way that I prefer to do it. You don't have to do it like this. You can just do a line. But I like to do a triangle just because, like I said, I feel like it's easier to blend out and it looks a little bit better on my face shape. And I am also taking this around the hairline, around the forehead, and all of that. And then I will go down the sides of the nose as well, just for a light contour. Then I'm also going around the jawline just to chisel out that area as well. So the brush that I'm blending this out with is the Real Techniques Sculpting brush, and as you can see, whenever I'm blending this out, I am not wiping the product around the skin. I am taking the brush and pushing it down and then pushing up and pushing it back into the hairline just to make sure that this is really pressed into the skin and it looks super natural. Also, if you press this like down your face instead of up into your like into your cheekbones, it's going to defeat the purpose of contouring. It's going to make your face look a lot less angular. So you always want to push your cream products up into the skin and not bring them down. And I'm doing that with everywhere that we cream contoured. I am not wiping the stuff around. I'm kind of making sure to really buff it in and really like press it down into the skin. So now, after that, I'm going in with concealer. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, an oldie but a goodie. And I am going to go ahead and take this and put it underneath the eyes, on my eyelids, on the chin, cupid's bow, nose, and forehead, just to highlight all of those areas. I love highlighting because it just brings those areas of your face forward, and it really brings out that cream contour and makes your face look a lot more angular and a lot more chiseled. I'm also taking itty bitty a little bit of this and going right underneath the contour as well, just to clean that up. And now I'm going to go ahead and go with that same beauty blender and blend this in. And as you can see, this concealer is amazing. It doesn't really move around. Like, wherever you put it, that is where it's going to stay when you blend it in. Like, it is not going to go all over your face. It is going to stay where you put it, where you wanted to highlight, and it's going to stay in that area. And that is why I am really pressing this down into the skin to make sure that I pick up any excess product with this beauty blender, and also to make sure that we are just like pressing the product down into the skin so it does not move. Once I get all of the concealer blended in, I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This is in the shade 10 Light. And first of all, I'm going to go ahead and blend out any under eye creases that I may have developed because I'm a creasy mess. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this beauty blender, which is still a teensy little bit damp, but it's not too wet anymore. And I am just going to go ahead and dip that directly down into the powder, and I'm going to set everywhere we put that concealer to really lock in that brightness and make everything look super flawless and super smooth. I love this powder as well because it does give you a little bit more coverage whenever you apply it like this, and it also just makes your skin look flawless. Like, it is so crazy how smoothing this powder is, and it's really not even that expensive. So if you guys are looking for a really good setting powder, this one is it. They are not cruelty free, which kind of like upsets me because I'm not buying another one after I get done with this one. But if you guys don't care about the cruelty free thing, then go for it. This powder is awesome. It's so good. And I am taking this powder down the sides of the nose and on the bridge of the nose as well, just to clean up that contour, make sure our nose is really snatched. So now moving on to bronzer, I'm going in with this Revlon Photo Ready bronzer in this really big e.l.f. bronzing brush. I had totally forgotten about this brush until I saw it in my little brush collection, and I was like, oh, I have not used this in forever. And like, I kind of see why I stopped using it because it adds a lot of product to your face and it's super fast. But it does kind of just like make a line and you have to really work to blend it out. But still, this brush for like getting it done in a small amount of time is it. Like, it's so big and so fluffy. Oh, it's amazing. It took me like 5 minutes to bronze my whole entire face. It's the best. So I am taking this bronzer, and I'm going literally everywhere we put that cream bronzer, or cream contour, sorry, just to set that down into place and make sure that we have all of our angles real nice, all of our contour real nice. So now I'm going in with blush, and I am just taking these two shades down here at the bottom. One is more rosy, and the other is more corally, and I am just mixing the two of them together just to get the desired color that I want. And I am taking these two shades on my Benefit contour and bronze brush. I think that's what it's called. I know it's a Hoola brush, but I don't remember the exact name, but everything will be linked in the description box below as usual. So as you can see, this blush is super luminous. All the blushes in this little Makeup Revolution palette are super pigmented and super glowy, and they're so pretty. This is the look I was going for today. I want a really glowy, nice, perfect skin. So I am taking this and I'm putting it in the apples of the cheeks and working it back onto the contour. And I'm also taking some and putting it around the forehead as well, just to give a little bit more glow to that area. And now I'm going to go ahead and go in with that Maybelline powder once again with my beauty blender. And I'm going to go ahead and bake right underneath my contour just to ensure that we have a nice sharp line and that our cheekbones are snatched and we are looking like Angelina Jolie. Now for highlight, I'm going in with this little Wet n Wild highlighter. This is the, I think it's like Precious Petals, I think. If that's not it, it will be linked in the description box. You guys know I link everything down below just in case you guys are curious or you wanted to go buy it for yourself. So I'm taking a little MAC Studio setting brush that I got from Marshall's to apply this. And I love this little brush for applying highlight. It works so well. And I am applying this highlight to all the high points of my face. I'm going on my cheekbones, on the chin, cupid's bow, nose, and forehead, just to make sure that everywhere is highlighted and that I'm super glowy. And you have to be really, really careful whenever you're highlighting your nose like this, because you have already contoured and everything. You don't want to mess up all of your work by going in with a really big brush to highlight your nose. That's why I like this itty bitty little brush. It keeps the highlight on the bridge of the nose instead of putting it everywhere, because if you put the highlight everywhere, it kind of defeats the purpose of contouring. It'll make your nose look bigger. And then I'm just going in with a little powder brush and just wiping at the nose to make sure that it's not too intense. And then I will go back over with that blush brush and do the rest of the face just to make sure all of our highlight is blended in and there are no harsh lines whatsoever. So to start off the eyes, I'm going in with that blush shade that I used for my eyeshadow. And I don't really know why I did this because it did not show up whatsoever. I mean, I left it in the video just so you guys would see it, but this step is like totally unnecessary. You do not need to do this. I just figured I would leave it in because I did it, you know? So and now I'm going in with the Crown Brushes Fuego palette. Going in with the second shade on the top row. It's a really pretty kind of like tan, a little bit of a terracotta shade. And I'm just going in on a little Cala 315 crease brush. And I'm just taking this color and using it as my transition shade. So I'm putting this all the way from inner corner to outer corner, all in the crease area. Now, if you don't know what your transition area is, it's just the place where all of your other shadows are going to blend into your skin. So it's really nice to put a light shade there so that whenever you're putting all the other colors on, everything blends out really nicely. So now I'm going in with this beautiful rosy kind of dark brown rose gold color. I don't know what to describe this color as, but it's just super, super pretty. So I'm taking this and I'm just applying it with my fingers just to save some time because, like I said, we're being real quick today. So on a daily basis, I honestly use my fingers for all shimmery shadows just because I feel like it takes less time and it's just way easier. And once I have that shade on, I'm going back in with that first shade with a little bit more on this brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and start working a little bit more into the crease. And then I will touch up the lid shade to make sure that it stays pigmented. And now I'm going to go ahead and switch to that little Ecotools angled crease brush, taking a little bit more of the tan shade. And I am just really working this in and making sure that you can tell the difference between the transition and the lid shade. Then I am going to go ahead and start working on the lower lash line. I'm taking that tan shade on a big fluffy brush and I am just brushing this on the lower lash line just to put a little bit of color down there. I'm not going to do too much, but I just want a little bit of color. Now I'm going in with this shade in the right hand bottom corner of that same palette. It's a really, really pretty dark gray. It's not black, but it's just like a really cool tone gray shade. I am going to take this on just a little, I think this is a detailed crease brush. I think that's what it is. It's by Ecotools. But it's just really, really small and dense and defined. So I am taking that dark shade and I am just taking it on this little brush and I am pressing it into the lash line because I don't want to do eyeliner today because that just takes too much time. And I love, love, love putting dark shades like this at the lash line because number one, it makes my eye color pop. And number two, it gives the illusion of eyeliner without having to spend your time actually doing the eyeliner. So now I am taking that exact same shade and I'm just going to run this right along the outer edge of the lower lash line. As you can see, I'm not putting too much on and I'm not bringing it all the way in. I am literally focusing this on the outer corner of the lash line and I'll bring it a little bit in, but not too much. So now for the brows, I'm going in with this little NYX brow pencil, and I think this one is in the shade Ash Brown. And I'm just going to go ahead and line the bottom part of my brow just to get the shape going, and then I will brush the product through. And then I will just go in and like fill in any sparse areas that I see on the bottom part of the eyebrow. I like to work from the bottom up just because I think it makes it look a little bit more natural. So now I'm going to go ahead and brush the hairs down and then I'm taking that same pencil and I'm going to go ahead and carve carve out. What am I talking about? I'm going to go ahead and draw in the top part of my brow, and then I will brush the product through one more time. And as you can see, my arch needs some help, so I do spend most of my time drawing in my arch area and then filling that part in. And I also did a really bad job at filming that part, so excuse that. But then I am going to switch to the same brow pencil, but it's in the shade Taupe instead of Ash Brown. And I'm going to go ahead and start making little hair-like strokes at the beginning of my brow. So now that I have my brows done, I'm going to go ahead and highlight them. I am taking the same highlighter that we used on the face, that Wet n Wild one. And I am just putting this on a little, I think this is an Ecotools smudge brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and work that right underneath the brow bone. And I am also putting that in the inner corner as well. I started out with a brush and then I said screw it and just got my finger and just put it on like that, because honestly your fingers apply your inner corner highlight so much better, so just use your fingers. So now to finish off the brows, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Clear Lash and Brow Mascara. I'm going to go ahead and brush my eyebrows up and make them look super full and super wispy, and also set them into place so that they do not move throughout the day. And I also did a real bad job filming this. Sorry, you guys. So now I'm going to go ahead and put a nude eyeliner in my waterline. This is a Maybelline eyeliner. I can't remember the exact name of it, but like I've said so many times, everything will be linked in the description box below. But this is just a simple, like, flesh-toned nude eyeliner. I wanted to go in with one of these today instead of a black or a white, just because the nude, like, skin colors are a little bit more softer than the white or the black. I wasn't going to do a wing, and then I was like, I might as well. So I am taking a little bit of that shadow that we pressed into lash line earlier, and I'm taking it and just kind of like smudging out the liner just a little bit, just to make it look a little bit more effortless and a little bit more soft. Then I'm just going to go ahead and wipe away this powder to reveal our nice chiseled cheekbones. And then I did go off camera and apply some lashes. I believe these are the Ardell 817 Faux Mink Wispies. For lips, I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the liquid, oh my god, what was that? The Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Catnip. And I have no idea what happened to the footage of me putting on my lipstick, but like, it's gone. So you guys see it right here. It's kind of like a pinky plum shade. And that is it for this look, you guys. I really, really hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you guys learned something. I hope that you liked this makeup. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Leave me a nice comment. Thumbs up this video. Hit your post notifications so that you never miss one of my videos. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, everyone.